Hello guys, John V2. Welcome back to a brand new video. Today is Star Wars Hangouts. Now, this one's a bit of a talky one. I want to call it what I think about in Star Wars Hangouts. I want to call it what I think about them making a film about every single character. But there is a little topic I've got to cover first. Making Lando pansexual is ridiculous. In Solo, ridiculous, pansexual. I never really thought of Han Solo in the original film as even, everyone's got an interest in something now, love wise, but Pan, you're just making it ridiculous now, Don't, you're making fun of people who, are gay or bi or whatever, but Pan, I mean, come on. We know Lando was never pansexual. I'm pretty sure he never went, that chair looks hot. This looks hot. So, I've only seen certain clips. I will say this. I have seen certain clips online, and I do know who's back. There's one character who's back for like a couple of seconds. I do know this, and I don't like the way it's going. Now, this is where we're leaning to. I don't like where it's going, Star Wars, and I'm getting fed up with it. I'm hoping the cartoon, which I think is a cartoon, Star Wars Resistance, I'm not sure. It looks like a cartoon to me, that it's better than at the moment. I feel like I didn't like. I saw Last Jedi parts of it online, and I didn't like part where it was going. I've heard all the stuff about it as well. I don't like it, and me even seeing what happens is ridiculous. I don't even see the whole film. I just see parts of it. I think to myself, why? Why would this happen? Why would you do that for? Why? And then you hear how people talk about it, and you think to yourself, you never had this before. You never had people saying how bad it is. They've had the prequels, and the prequels, they always say it's just rubbish, but they've never had this in-depthness into it. And now we see this more and more. Now they make a solo movie, which they've made a solo movie, and a bit like Rogue One. Rogue One worked for me. This solo movie doesn't. And then they're on about making more solo movies. And I think to myself, well, isn't the point of this movie called Solo because it is a solo movie? A bit like Rogue One, as in it's the only one of that kind. Now, would I like to see a Dark Vader solo movie? I don't know. I think I would like to see that. I think it'd be the most cool, badass thing ever. Maybe him hunting down Jedi. Maybe it'd be a Jedi we never heard of, like Quinn, or a Jedi we barely know, Quinlan Voss, or Mace Windu. May be a bit too much. I would like to think he survived, but something tells me he shouldn't survive just for the sake of it, because then it makes Darth Vader look more and more bad. Yoda, an origin story of Yoda maybe would be really, really cool. An origin story of Yoda, yeah. Maybe the Old Republic, as we keep talking about, Dark Revan and Dark Malik, other dark side of Dark Namor, Dark this, Dark that, Dark Bane. Maybe the Raw 2 would be a cool one, but all the Mandarin rules, I can't pronounce it. But we've had a Clone Wars movie, and a lot of people didn't like that one. I thought it was good. We never had a Rebels movie, so that tells you I don't think Clone Wars animation movies do good. But do we need a film about, let's say, a Jar Jar Binks? About, is he a dark sider? Is he a good guy? This is getting ridiculous now. We're going to make a film about Obi-Wan Kenobi, about him spending his time in the desert and not talk to no one, try and be in exile, try and be quiet. Now, how are you going to make this film interesting enough, unless he's fighting, can't say their names, Tusken Raiders, and make the film interesting? I don't understand how that's interesting to see a character we know fight just Tusken Raiders and look after a boy and be far away from him and spend time in the desert going grey. I think the actor Ewan McGregor would be cool to see him back as Obi-Wan Kenobi, but they got to do it right. it's like with the certain character I was on about, him coming back and doing something there would be cool. Like let's say a um, dark, Dark Sidious movie where they show Dark Sidious and how he grew up and how he eventually went and killed his master, and made him canon again. I can't pronounce his name. Dark Plagueis. That'd be so cool. That'd be an awesome film. But there are so many things that would be awesome, and so many things you'd be like, nah, why do you need to make a film about him for? We already know him. Don't make. And if they do that just to make a character seem less or put a sexuality on him, I mean, with Lando, it feels like the only reason he's in this film to me is for whatever they're doing, the heist, whatever, and the whole thing that he's a pansexual. And I mean, I don't have a problem with anyone is pansexual, but he's never been a pansexual before. We've seen him in 2 films before. He's never been a pansexual. Suddenly in this film, he's pan. So why on earth wasn't he pan in episode 5, which is later on, and episode 6? Why wasn't he pan then? Why hasn't he returned? Neither. Lando. I would have loved seeing the older man Lando. I can't pronounce his name. I can't remember his name. It would be cool to see him back. Why don't he return? Perhaps he isn't happy with what's going on in Star Wars. Perhaps he's too rich to even care about what's going on in Star Wars. He's like, nah, I don't need that. He's such a great, great man, and he has never returned to Star Wars. Does that make any sense? We've had Harrison Ford, we've had Karen Fisher, we've had even Mark Hamill, but not Lando. I think he will return. I think he will return. Just a matter of time when he will return or not. It's like certain characters who return to like the animation series. It's cool, but it's not the same as you see them on screen. I'm hoping episode 9 will be better. I haven't bothered with episode 8. If I buy it, I probably will never watch it again. That's the only thing I can think of if I buy episode 8. I'm going to buy episode series 4 of Rebels. I'm actually looking forward to that. I haven't seen any reviews of that or DVDs yet, so as soon as that comes out, I'll do that. That's the end of Star Wars Hangouts, guys. I will be doing ornaments, so there'll be 3 more ornaments, and that will be it. There's no more unless there's more stories. But making a Lando Calrissian movie and saying it just feels right. Why does it feel right? So you make him a pansexual, have his origins. Please, if you do one, do it justice. Don't do it wrong. Just don't do it wrong. Because if you do it wrong, you change his whole story, you're making it ruin for people who know him. That's the end of this video, guys. Remember, please like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter, and like me on Facebook. Star Wars Past Present. Link down below. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Bye-bye.